Hello everybody, this is Fronito Bob here, and welcome back to Drive ATS 3! So, it's scenario time once again here in the world of the Drive ATS 3. Only 3 left to go though, so we are nearing the end of this series. For today, we're going to be doing the, whatever symbol that is, 100-6 not in service. The Hishaki Akoma decides I debuff that one. According to the schedule, it's going to take us about 40 minutes to get it all done. But looks like we have a bunch of shunting maneuvers to do. I'm not too sure. But we're about to find out. So let's get to it. Before we get on the rails, be sure to check out my Fiverr gig. Link is in the description. Alright, so starting on the east end. And we're ready to go already. Okay. Oh, as the camera's all wonky. Come on. Thank you. We're having this guy again. Yep. Yes. Another commuter train, it seems. Although, didn't we just try this one in just the last episode? Oh, but at least the, Yes, I know. Alright then, welcome back once again to Drive ATS 3. It's been about a minute since I last did a video on this game. But the past few weeks have been filled with other kinds of events that have been happening. Yeah, for a couple of weeks there, we had a bunch of Train Sim World 4 stuff to do content on. 3 live streams in 2 weeks. That's something I don't normally do. And then last week, the new Forza Motorsport game came out, so I was, gave myself a little vacation there to just be able to play that game without, without having to worry about other things to do. But now things are back to normal for this week, and here we have another new video on Drive ATS 3. Yeah. Okay, I have to be honest with you, I'm feeling just a little bit bored today. Not sick or anything. Thankfully, my cold from the last video has improved, and I'm still coughing a little bit, but it's not as bad as it was, a little while back. Now I'm feeling a little bit bored today. I don't know why though. Okay, one reason though. I think this episode is gonna be more of like a classic style episode where I kind of just talk about random stuff and while I play the game. And I might as well talk a little bit about the Train Sim World editor. I've been trying for the past few weeks now to try to get it to work, and I still haven't even been able to make a start on building a route because, holy moly, the Train Sim World editor is the worst piece of software I have ever had the displeasure of using. It is buggy, it is broken, it doesn't work half the time, and even when it does work, everything is so complicated that you have absolutely no idea what you are doing. It is just an abysmal piece of software, and I can't wait to never have to use it again. Unfortunately, I spent $40 on the Train Sim World 4 Standard Edition, so now I am contractually obligated to try to get this editor figured out and actually try to make a route in it. And don't worry, I'm gonna try as hard as I can to be able to make a route in the Train Sim editor, and then I'm gonna ditch the editor and never use it again. Yeah, I have a plans for a couple routes. I'm gonna make the bank corridor, which is gonna be like a small route that sort of allows me to figure everything out. Then I'll make the Florentine corridor, which is gonna be a much bigger route. And I think after that, I'm never gonna make another route for Train Sim World ever again because it's just a big pain. So, hopefully the trying to break the speed limit. Hopefully the sim editor will at least be easier to use than this one. But yeah, Train Sim World editor. Probably the worst editor to ever exist. It is just so bad. And I know this is Dovetail Games and everything, and they have a bit of a habit of putting out some products that aren't that good. But this is something a bit different, though. To be fair, this is this is not like a product for the game or whatever for Train Sim World. This is a thing that you can use to make content for Train Sim World. Which, this is something that I have been, and a lot of us have been asking for years now. and we finally got it. Except it's a pile of garbage. Um, and I know that this is a professional tool. It's not really meant for people like me to just sort of jump in and use whatever. But it's still, just still, this editor sucks. It is so bad. Um. Now, this editor though is more geared towards towards making real world routes. You know, this, and I like how even Dovetail even saying, "Oh, you should figure out how to use the traditional Unreal editor first." Honestly, though, I think even if you do have some experience with the regular Unreal editor, you're still gonna find this one really difficult to use. So, yeah. So yeah, Train Simulator editor, it's just terrible. And I know this is supposed to be like a professional tool and everything, as we're about to, looks like we're approaching a red light. But I just don't think that excuses just how, I don't know. No, you know what the problem is? The problem is that this is the same editor that Dovetail uses, right? Like, this isn't just some editor or whatever. This is the same editor that Dovetail uses. And for Dovetail, I'm sure this editor works great, you know, because that's how they're able to, you know, make routes and stuff. But I feel like they should have just made like a separate editor or something for regular people to use. So yeah, um, yeah. And just earlier today, for the millionth time, I was what was I doing? I was actually going in the editor to try to do something. I still can't do anything. Actually, okay. So the furthest I've actually been able to go with building a route, ooh, there's the Charter Shimakaze service about to go past us. Yes, look at that. I was like seeing that train. Also, am I clear to go now? I think I am. Yeah, no, I guess we're good to go. I see that right soon. I'm like, is that, are we ready to go yet or something? Of course, they put two cities right next to each other. But yeah, furthest I've been able to go is I've been able to make a KML file with all like with like the lines and markers and stuff. Um, I'm able to make like a new route itself. I'm able to make a plugin. There's a siren going by. Of course there is. Um, and I have actually gotten to a point where I've been able to load scenery tiles into the world. But then, no, the weirdest thing happens, right? So you know how in Train Simulator Classic, okay, I'm not sure how many of you guys watch me actually play Train Simulator Classic, but you know how in Train Simulator Classic how you set the longitude and latitude settings before you actually begin, before you actually begin, um, not a good stop, by the way. Probably should have focused on coming to a stop rather than blabbing on about stuff. It's got 47 points, though. Not bad. As we've now flipped to the cap. Nice. So longitude and latitude stuffs, right? You basically do the same thing in Train Sim Worlds, or the Train Simulator. Except for some reason, you can import the coordinates to have it go at a certain thing. Oh, hello there. That guy's on the move. Wow. You import the coordinates, but then, then it doesn't work. Like it spawns you a million miles away from where you actually want to be. So yeah. Now I think I am close to making a breakthrough, so I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna keep on trying to do this, and eventually I'm gonna do another live stream where I'm gonna try to build a route. But yeah, I think I'm gonna make a couple routes and then ditch this editor forever because It is just so bad. Oh, this is an interesting track. I don't think we've ever been here before. Does the track just end here, or does it go down? Yeah, and I guess it's like a siding where trains park up or something. This is new. Okay, let's get a good score here. Okay, better stop than before. How many points? Up to 130. I'm guessing that's 80 something points, which is pretty good. Oh, we should have just sit here for their 15 minutes? Wow, okay. Oh, okay, so I'm doing a little bit of rail fanning now. This really is a bit of a throwback episode. But yeah, in conclusion, the train simulator is terrible. I hate using it. And I can't wait until I never have to use it ever again. Which, unfortunately, is going to be a little while till that happens. Oh, their train. But whenever I finish up the Frozen Quarter, that's going to be it. I'm never going to use this thing again after that. It's a big hassle. It's too much of a hassle to set it up. It's too much of a hassle to actually use it. It's just terrible. Hopefully the simulator will be easier to use than this. And to be fair, now I have a bit of an expectation though of what to expect for whenever the simulator comes. And don't worry, I'm not expecting the simulator to be easy. I just hope it's easier than the train simulator. Because the train simulator, like I said, is hot garbage. So, I guess while we're here, might talk about something else. Oh, there's another train going by. That's the thing. Hey, fast forward mode. Yeah. So let's talk about something that isn't hot garbage though. In fact, let's talk about something that's actually pretty good. For a little bit. So yeah, Forza Motorsport. I won't talk too much about this since this isn't really a racing channel anymore. But yeah, this is just like the good old days, isn't it? Forza Motorsport. Now that is a pretty good game. It's not perfect. I will admit, Forza Motorsport does have a couple issues here and there. But overall, Forza Motorsport is a really good game. Although my main problem though with Forza Motorsport is the career mode. I think the career mode of Forza Motorsport kind of sucks because it's just a bunch of like the road cars, right? It's a bunch of road cars which are slow, and I want to drive the super fast race cars, but unfortunately, you can't really do that in the career mode. You technically can under the feature tab, but no. I honestly think that for Forza Motorsport, like, if you want to, like, I know why they have, like, the Builders Cup for all the road cars and everything, but I wish there was, like, another career mode for, like, all the race cars. You know? Stuff like the prototypes, the touring cars. Oh, yeah, and by the way, there's no NASCAR, no IndyCar, and no Formula One cars in the game, which is, I think it's why do we have any of those cars in the game? Those are like the top 3 motorsports of the world, and yet they're just totally absent in this game. And they were in previous Forza games, by the way. So I don't know what happened here. I should probably concentrate on my driving. I guess we're just doing a bunch of random switching moves for this scenario then. Okay, let's get another good score. Come on. And, I may have gone a little bit too far. Oh, actually, that was pretty good. That was good. How many points? Was that 95? I think it was. Ooh, yes! Oh, we're going to pull up to that. What is this scenario even? We're just going forwards and backwards and backwards and forwards. Wait, am I supposed to... Oh, no, I'm... No, we're still in the fast forward thing, so no, obviously I can't move yet. Oh, another shorter Shimikaze service. Huh. Didn't expect to see 2 of those today. Nice. So yeah, that's my ramblings of the world of gaming-isms at the moment. Yeah. There's the charter Shimikaze service once again. By the way, I drove that train into live stream at one point, so if you want to see me driving the charter Shimikaze service, I've actually already done that. I believe that was episode number 8 or something. One of the live episodes. Well, I think I've already ran out of things to talk about. Yep. Nope, I've officially ran out of things to talk about. I guess I'll go back to train sim mode for a little bit. Like I mentioned before, I do have plans to do another live stream where I build a route. But first I want to actually check. I want to actually figure out this thing first completely to where I can actually build a route without it having issues or whatever, and then I'll do that live stream. But yeah, if you're someone who just likes to build routes for fun or something, like, you know, maybe you're the one who, or the type who just likes to build as they go or something. If you're that kind of guy, do not use the train sim world editor. Just don't. Okay? I think at this point, the only people that are actually going to use the train sim world editor is those who actually want to make content for the as part of the partner program. Like, if you want to make a route that can be sold on the store or whatever, then, well, the editor is there at your disposal, you know? So, but yeah, the editor thing is going to be more for like professional studios rather than just regular people like you and me. And in case you're wondering, I personally have no interest in making content for it to be sold or whatever. The whole reason why I'm even want to use this editor to begin with is just for fun. But even that hasn't really been so fun so far. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna make the 413 quarter and then ditch it. Hopefully, by the time I get finished up with the train simulator version of the 413 quarter, the simulator will have been out, so then I can get to work on the simo version of the 413 quarter. And everything's like another slow train again. Also, did we literally just do like a switching move or something? Like, hang on, we started out the yard, went over to that station. I think that was a coma or something. I don't know. Did a few moves, and now we're heading back. What was even the point? We've been a non-service train this entire time. What was even the point of what we just did? Like, we went to a yard and back. For what? I think we just did a scenario where we'd have a train with no purpose. Like, we literally moved it from the yard to that station, and now we're going back. Why? Unless we're being so kind of slow. I don't think he's going too slow. Or is he? Who are we following? Oh, it's Rapid Express. He should be going fast. Well, come on, Mr. Rapid Express, get a move on. Well, you know what? I guess we'll talk about Drive ATS 3 for a little bit. Like I said, we are getting close to the end of this series now. Only 2 more scenarios to complete after that. And then I'm basically do the same, or similar to what I did back at the end of the Drive ATS 2 series, where we're going to do an episode of flight mode. We're going to do a episode where we check out the background stuffs. And, and a couple end-to-end journeys in the service mode. And then that'll be the conclusion for Drive ATS 3. As for when that will happen, I think the last few episodes are probably going to air throughout the month of December. We'll see, though. So speaking of that, there's another series that you may have noticed has been absent from the channel for a while, and that is Euro Train Simulator. I have not done an episode on that series for quite a while, and there are 2 reasons for that. Number 1, because that's my least viewed series, and I don't like double videos that get no views. But for another, because they updated that game. Well, as you might have seen from the last episode on Euro Train Simulator, they updated the game and basically put the French content behind a paywall. Even though it wasn't like that before, in the previous version, that was like freely available. So now I need to try and downdate that app so I can do videos on the French content without having to pay $7 to access content that was originally free. And then if I can't do that, well, really there's only going to be a couple more episodes which will cover the remaining Spanish and German stuff. And then that'll be the end of that series. But hopefully I can show off all the French stuff and we can have more episodes of that series. But I guess all this means that the Drive ATS 1 scenario series, though, that will be going a little bit into the year of 2024, at least for the beginning bits. We'll see what happens, though. Well, I've actually have to get the station in front of us. Oh. Okay, too bad I can't go fast forward mode in this. But okay, but we are stopped in like the middle of the line. Oh, you can see the special express train or limited express train behind or through the buildings there. Okay, how long until we can go? Screw forward just a little bit, just so we're right next to the light. Oh, never mind, we can go now. Wow, I pulled away right at the exact time as we're allowed to go. Cool. And no, we're at a red apparently. Why are we at a red? Nope, it's yellow again. Yep, there's a lot of stuff going here. Well, okay. Okay, now we're pulling into this platform here. Okay. Let's get to a stop. Okay, went a little bit over. Not great, but 62 points. It's above average. And there we go. Let's do a fast forward mode. Yay! And pretty soon we should be able to move again. Yep, here we go. And are pulling back into the yard. Again, what was even the point of that whole move that we just did there? See, usually, empty stock is moved from one yard to another yard, but then from the other yard, it's then used on a revenue service. For some reason here, we decided to do a service that is moved from one yard to another and then back to the other yard. I'm sure there's some explanation out there, but I don't know. Maybe Andrew will know. Uh-oh. I went over again. I thought I was gonna stop the thingy though. What happened there? A little above average score. And that seems to be late. Oh, never mind. Okay, now I believe this is the last objective. Alright, let's roll. So yeah, we're back in the yard, exactly where we started. Okay. I'm about to come to a complete stop again. No, come on. There we go. That was a good stop. 429 points, and that is the end of that scenario. So, as we're doing some farting, two more scenarios left to complete before we unlock legendary flip. But hey, we got 71% on that scenario, which is actually a higher score than what we usually get. So yeah, that's nice. Anyway, as I'm now coughing for some reason, hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I know this episode was probably one of the more boring ones of the series, but I at least hope I was able to make it entertaining enough for you. But otherwise, if you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in whatever I make next.